My name is Thomas, and in this video we are going to have a look at the brand new Bricks 1.3, which includes some of our most requested and highly anticipated features. All right, let's just have a look here at our changelog. If you want to check this one out yourself, you can visit bricksbuilder.io/changelog. There's also an entire list of all the changes down here below the description. But in this video, I'm just going to focus on the main items up here. So you can see at the very top, we've got our WooCommerce Builder, so Bricks 1.3, marks the completion of phase 1. What does that mean? That means you can now create your single product pages, but also your product listing pages, such as your shop page and your archive pages right within Bricks, with the same ease, the same flexibility and freedom that you already have when editing post pages and custom post types with Bricks. Now, this is only phase 1. Phase 2, which we're already working on internally, will include the cart and checkout page. So you can customize those as well to your liking. And phase 3, we are going to tackle the My Account page, the thank you page. And I believe there are also some feature requests already for the quick view and off canvas mini cart. So yeah, if you would like to see those in Bricks as well, make sure to give them an upvote over at bricksbuilder.io/ideas. All right, this is also where we're going to spend most of the time in this video. We're going to create a simple shop page, a single product page, and also our archive pages. Next up, we have accessibility. Bricks 1.3 has received some major upgrades in terms of accessibility. We're going to talk about this in more detail after we had a look at the WooCommerce Builder. And down below, we have custom attributes. This is a pretty cool new feature that will open up a lot of new possibilities. We're also going to have a look at a few examples later on. Template shortcodes are now also available inside of Bricks. In one of the latest releases, we already introduced the template element, which allowed you to insert a template inside of any page. Now with the shortcode, you can go even more granular and you can insert templates inside of a specific element. Then also the builder preview itself has received some upgrades. I'm also going to show you that later on once we jump into the builder. And yeah, that's basically it. Those 5 areas here we're going to focus on, and let's just get started. All right, I'm here on my shop page. I have WooCommerce active, I have a Bricks theme active, and this is how it looks by default. So even though you cannot customize your entire shop visually now with Bricks, all of the WooCommerce pages are already properly styled. So this is our shop page here. You can see we have our results count. We can sort. We have a 4-column product grid, and below that we have our product pagination. And I think we're just going to start with that one right away. We're going to recreate our shop page inside of Bricks. So we're going to head to our WordPress dashboard. And you can see here I have my shop page. So because this is a single page, we can just edit this one directly with Bricks. And you can see I am actually already on Bricks 1.3.1. So this is an update that we are going to release today as well. Okay, I'm here on my blank canvas. Nothing is in here yet, but you can see I have my header up here. We actually already added this little mini cart. So this is a WooCommerce element right here, which I put inside of my header. And I have a footer down here. All right, I think we're going to keep it pretty simple. The only thing that I want to show you that's not on this page right now are the product filters, because those are actually pretty cool. All right, let's go here and start by adding a container. And because I want to show my product filters on the left-hand side and my products on the right-hand side, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a 2-column layout. And the way to do this, the different ways, the fastest way is just to use this little layout, container layout builder here. And I want to have 2 inner containers. Like I said, on the left-hand side, we're going to put our filters, and on the right-hand side, we are going to put our products. Okay, 2 inner containers, I want to align them horizontal, so next to each other. Click Insert, and then we can get started. First off, I will just select my left-hand column. This is the one for our filters. I'm just going to name it accordingly, and this is going to be for our products. And this is going to be our shop. Okay, select the column on the left, and then the first thing that I'm going to do is going to change my width here to 30%. Okay, and give it a margin here to have some spacing. All right, then I select my column, and I'm going to drop my product filters in here. So you can see, because we are actually editing a shop page, this category here, this element category WooCommerce, is at the very top. So Bricks recognizes this page is related to WooCommerce. It's going to show you the most relevant elements at the very top. Product filters, let's click it, and tells me to set at least one product filter. I think we're going to add more than one. So I'm going to show you what's possible here. I'm not going to add all of them because that's probably going to be 15 different, 20 different filters. But let's just start by adding a pricing slider at the top. So this filter type is other. And then you can see here we have a reset button. We can show our product price, the rating, filter, and also filter by stock. I'm going to filter by price, and by default, it's going to show you this range here from $0 to $200. Of course, you can customize this as always. You can change the title as well. So by default, according to the filter by, it's going to show you the title. So this is the filter price, but you can change this to anything else. You can just call this one price, and it's going to look like this. If you want to hide the title, you can do that as well, but I'm going to show it. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Okay, let's just hide it in that case. And let's keep on going. Taxonomy. This time I selected taxonomy. Yeah. And I want to show the product type. And the input here allows me to select between a bunch of different options. So we can show this one in a drop-down, checkboxes. So I can select multiple product types, radial list. So I'm going to only select one option, simple text list, or a box list. Let's just go with our box list. Okay, product type would look like this. Those are our three types. Okay, what else can we do? Other filter, let's add, use the rating. And in that case, I have my stars here, and then I need to select some icons. You can use SVGs. I'm just going to do this real quick. So I'm going to stick with this font icon here. Okay, those are my stars. So when nothing is selected, this is how it looks like. But of course, when I hover over my stars, I want to show the active rating icon, which is this one. Okay, let's set this one as well. Full star. And now you can see I hover here. This is how it looks like. We can also collapse filters by default. So you can see here by default they are expanded. If I say collapse, they will be collapsed. Okay, let's just collapse this one. And what else can we add? Attributes. So in my case, because I've inserted the WooCommerce dummy data, I have only those two here. We can use the color, okay. And maybe this time we can use the checkbox. So those are my different colors that are defined in my store. And because we have a lot of different filters, I want to add a reset button as well, which we can also rename. I'm going to keep that one actually. Okay, and I could go on and add more and more filters, but I think you get the idea here what's available. Depending on your store, of course, this varies. We can change the title. So we have different icons according to the state of the filter. So if it's expanded or not, if it's collapsed or not, we can change the typography. So if I want to increase maybe the font size of my filters, yeah, that looks much better. The position, I can also move them to the left if I want to, but I prefer to have it like this. The margin, the paddings, typography, yeah, all those options we have down here. All right, that's everything for now in terms of the filters. Let's save and let's continue here. with our products. So again, I select my container and then I'm just going to drop my product element in. We can also add breadcrumbs. This is a really simple element. I'm just going to skip that one. The mini card itself, we add it to our header. So we're going to check that one out after we finish this page, I think. Okay, so let's just click on our products element. So you can see by default, we also use a 4 column layout here, but we have 10 elements in total, 10 products in total. So we should change this setting. In terms of layout, what we could do, oops, not 1, that doesn't look good. I could put 2. Yeah, let's just use that one. And now you can see I have 2 products per column, per row, sorry. The query itself, we're also going to keep that one pretty simple. I don't want to show 10 products. I actually want to show you the pagination. So let's just remove this to 4. So now you can see I have 4 products here. And then we can change the order by, we can sort this by rating, popularity, etc. We can limit this to a specific product type. So if I only want to show my variable products, I would select this one. In my case, I only have 2, so I'm not going to do that. We can include and exclude individual products. So if I don't want to show this product here, I can just go to exclude, search for it, and now you can see my album is gone. I can also limit this to a product category. So if I only want to show t-shirts, I select this one. Product tags, I only have 1 tag defined for this product here. Okay, that's how it looks like. If you only want to show products on sale, you select this filter and now you can see it only shows me the products that are for sale. If you only want to show featured products, you would select this one. I only have 2 in this case. And if you want to hide your out of stock products, you would enable this filter. In my case, I have stock management disabled, so it still shows me all of my products. All right. Fields, this is very similar to we could define our fields when editing the posts element. So this works with dynamic data. We can reorder those, you can change them, you can delete them, you can add more fields. By default, this is how it's populated. It uses dynamic data. So it shows us our featured image for this product. And then you can define the size, and then you can decide if you want to link this image or not. So if I were to remove this one here, the image itself would not be linked. Then here we have our product title, which is a link. And then we have some new dynamic data attributes. So this one is the price, and then the add to cart. So for example, if I want to add more WooCommerce data, I would just click here. Let's clear this one. And then we scroll down and you here can see all of our product related data. I'm going to add the SKU. All right, yeah, every product has one. So this is how it looks like. Of course, you can prefix this, or that will probably make sense. I'm just going to call this SKU. All right, so you can see this is how it looks like now. But yeah, I would probably not show this here on my shop page. Let's remove it. And moving on to our widgets here. So if we open this one up, we can define 3 different sort of widgets, either before our grid or after our grid. So after our grid, what I would normally do, I would just probably put my pagination here. As you can see now, this is how it looks like. And at the very top, what we can do is to add our count. Okay, I have 16 products. So here it shows me my first 4 products. And now on the right-hand side, you can see the sorting options. Those you can actually customize. You can choose which one you want to show. So if you only want to sort by popularity, rating, and the latest product, you can see those options are here populated. I'm going to undo this. I want to show all of the default sorting options. So I'll leave this one empty. And you don't need to use this widget in here. If you want to maybe have a bit more capabilities in terms of styling, what you can do, you can just use the product pagination. So this is a separate element and just put it down here below our products element. And the same goes also for the ordering, which is this one here. And then also, yeah, this one, the product total result count, which is this information up here. This one we can skip for now, products archive description, because we're not editing our archive, product archive yet. So I'm going to skip that one. And I actually think that's pretty much it in terms of our shop page. So let's save it. And head to the front end. Let's refresh. And if everything went well, we should now see our layout. All right, you can see here, we have our filters on the left. We've got our count, our sorting. We've got our images with our dynamic data. Below here, we've got our pagination. So we can interact with those filters. If you only want to show your variable product, you just click here. And as you can see, also what we saw previously in the builder, now we only have those two products here, those variable products. We can sort by price as well. So let's just say I want to change this to 43. Well, okay, this is 42. Not from 0. Maybe let's start at 30, 29. And now you can see it only shows me this product that falls inside of this price range. We can clear our filters just by clicking here. Okay, now you can see everything is back to normal. And we can toggle here as well, because this one, if you remember the product rating, we collapsed it by default. So if we click here, and you can see also how the icon changes as well, indicating the state of our filter. And we can move this one. Let's say we want to only show products that have at least 4 stars. Then we would click here. Those 2 products have at least 4 stars. If I click 5, yeah, it's only going to show me that one product because this is the only one that has 5 stars. Okay, let's reset this one. And I think we can continue by creating our single product page. Let's click here and let's have a look how this one looks by default. So at the very top, we've got our breadcrumbs here. Then we've got our product gallery with the typical WooCommerce zoom feature. We've got our lightbox up here. We've got the flex slider here. All right. Then we've got our ratings here, our price, the short description, I believe, stock management. We can add products to our cart, our add to cart button. So if I click this one, let's click it. You can see right now I have 2 products here. So this is the mini cart element. If I add, because I have 18 in stock, let's just add 3 to our cart here, add to cart. And you can see the album has been added to our cart. Now we have 5 products and you can see it's now up here as well. We've got some information here, product categories, links to it. Same for the product tags. If we scroll down, we've got our WooCommerce tabs with the reviews and the description. Below that, we've got upsells, and then we have related products. Let's just quickly recreate this one by going back into the builder itself and then click on templates, and we're going to create a new template, and we're going to call this one single product. Now this time, obviously, we're not going to create a page because we want to define a template, the layout that's going to be used for all of our products. And so you need to make sure you select the right template type, not single, but single product. So this one is new. And later on, when we create our product archive, we are going to select the product type, the template type product archive. Okay, single product first, create. And edit, I'm going to open this in a new tab. All right, this one is empty. And again, we're going to create our 2-column layout, 2 horizontal, insert that's enough. Then again, I think we're gonna start with the naming convention. It's always a good idea. Just gonna call this single product. This is going to be for our gallery. And those are our product details, maybe. Then we're gonna resize this one again, change it to 40%, margin right 40 pixel. I think that looks good. And then we can start by adding our gallery here on the left-hand side. Let me just check something first. I want to see what we have selected here for populating our content. So we have our album here. Am I gonna use that one? Single product album. Yeah, let me just save it. And we are back. Okay, product gallery, let's drop it. And if you experience this with this sort of JavaScript-based elements, the easiest thing to do is just to save, because this obviously shouldn't look like this. We want to see our little thumbnail slider below, so which we can see now. Okay, just required a quick reload. Yeah, we're gonna investigate this issue. Okay, that's everything I want here. On the left-hand side, I am going to continue by dropping in some elements into this right-hand column. And the fastest way, especially if you already know which information you want to include, it's just to select the container and then just to click on here, rather than having to drag and drop every time. Okay, we're going to start with our product title, rating, price, description, product rating, price, description, stock, and then add to cart. Product stock is here. And what did I say? Add to cart. There we go. Add to cart. Okay, you can see there's a bit of spacing here. Obviously now this is needs a bit of refinement. Okay, and we can do this really quick because we can just drag it like this. That was 16, maybe 15. No? Okay, let's go here. I need 15. Perfect. Now the ratings, the title itself, you will probably not change very much. I mean, you can prefix it with something if you want to. Yeah, not really necessary in this case. I'm going to leave this one empty. Let's have a look here. If there are no ratings, you can define a text. We're going to leave that one empty. The star color, I want to show some bright yellow stars, so I'm going to change that to this color. The review link, if you don't want to show that one because maybe you don't want to include the product tabs, you can hide it. So it's going to look like this. It's not really visible, huh? Empty star color, we can also reduce that one a bit. Make this a bit lighter. Okay. Let's give it a save. And the pricing itself. This is actually a good example because this one is on sale. I am going to change my typography first. I'm going to increase my font size to 21, maybe 24. Okay, that looks better. The sale price, I can maybe change this to this sort of color. Okay, looks like this. The description itself, you can edit this one in WordPress. I'm not gonna change anything here. Stock management, so this one is in stock. I am going to change my typography for that one. Make it a dark green, maybe. And then I'm gonna change my font weight to 18. All right, this one is green and in stock, ready to be purchased. Let's have a look at our add to cart. I am going to change variations. This one is a simple product, so I don't have any variations. We can later on the front end have a look at the different product, how this looks like. But yeah, you can make various adjustments here as well. Quantity, if you want to change this and want to maybe increase the width, you can do it like this. We can change the border. So maybe this should be pink. Okay, it's I think probably not just black. Then the button itself, I think we can increase that one. Just change the line height to 60. Oh, that was too much. 50, 40. Okay, that looks better. And the styling for the button, like this one, this is obviously the default styling for WooCommerce. What you can do, I would recommend also doing, and this will affect also your other add to cart buttons, the ones that we, for example, used on our shop page. Go to theme styles, and then we scroll down here, and then we can change our background color. So what do we have here? Just use, so it's not supposed to be pretty. I just want to demonstrate here what's possible. Let's make this one blue. And then this one white, 700. Okay, maybe make this one a bit round. Okay, that's my button here. Let's save it. Ah yeah, here, there's some more information down below. Let's select our column. And let's add some product meta. Again, this is fully flexible. You can select your fields here according to whatever dynamic data you want to populate it with. Add a prefix and a suffix. Here it makes sense. Otherwise, by default, it's just only going to show you the categories and the tags, so it's not really clear. So definitely make sure to include a prefix and maybe also give it a different font weight. Okay, so it looks like this, or change the color, anything you like. And yeah, let's just keep it like this. Our add to cart, let's give it some room. Be trying to align it like this. Okay, my hover color here, this is not looking good. Hover. And then this one we defined in our theme styles. So I'm going to go here. And I want to change my background color. So I'm just going to set this to a dark color. No saturation. Okay, looks better. Again, not trying to win any design awards here. Let's get out of the hover style. Let's save it. Because I never have the autosave enabled, so just to keep my revisions meaningful that are located here, I am a manual saver. Next up, we have our product tabs. So this is using our container width. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create another container on the root level. I have this the container, I usually have it pinned here, so it's easy to access, always at the very top. Click it. Maybe have some margin here. White space, always a good idea. Select it and put in our product tabs. Looks like this. Again, this is also JavaScript based. You can see here chosen my description and my reviews. I'm not supposed to see this. This is usually only happening once when you put this element inside. So now I saved and let's just reload. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look all right now. Yep, you can see everything is good. And this one we can change as well if you want to rearrange this in a different way, horizontally. So your tabs are next to your panels, then the tabs would change the direction to show them underneath each other. And this is basically how you can, arrange this in a different way. Or maybe you can just only want to change this for a smaller breakpoint. And you can do this here by just clicking on any mobile breakpoint and then set those settings here. Those are all available for any breakpoint as well. Okay, so we got our tabs. How should I call this? Okay, that's just more. Select our container. And then we can additional information. I think this product doesn't have any, so this is just going to be text anyway. Upsells, do we have some? Yep. Related products, of course. And $30. You know what? I can actually just right click, copy my styles, paste it, and this way I don't need to just, even though I can drag this real quick, if I have to apply this margin bottom a few times, it's faster to just right click, copy your styles and paste them. Okay, you can see I don't have any title here, so what you would probably do intuitively is just to go here and just put in a heading. I would not recommend this because this heading is always going to show up, even though you might not have any upsells or any related products in certain cases. So why not just use this heading feature in here and just call this one upsells. And that way, if we don't have any upsells, it's also not going to show. It's just basically not rendering anything inside of this element. And we would not have, like, you know, this orphaned upsells heading here on our product, single product page. Same goes for our related products. I'm going to just copy that, paste it. And now we have our related products here. Columns and not maximum number of products, you can change as well. Again, this is possible for all breakpoints as well. So let's just say, just demonstrate. First, Command S to save, and columns on the base breakpoint, that can be 4. Let's press Command B. See how that looks like. Well, by default, Bricks already gives me 2 columns here, so this looks good. Well, actually, it looks a bit, that can be 4 here. So columns for related products here, it's going to be 4. Yeah. Same for this one, columns 4. What I can do, maybe I reduce my gap to 20. And here, I'm also going to change it to 20. Now on my even smaller breakpoint, I probably, okay, here I can show 4. Here, 4, not good. Let's change this to 2. No, not max products, columns, 2. Okay, that's better. And here I'm gonna change this to 2 as well. Okay, back to our base breakpoint. Let's save our progress. And in terms of the single product, I think we are good to go. We went through all of our elements here. Product content, I did not include. No. Okay, let's do that one. Not very exciting. This is my product content, which I already have here in the description. So in that case, I would just probably right-click, delete, and save. Now this is a single product template, right? So we don't need to set any template condition for that one. Bricks will automatically assign this template to all of our single products. So let's just go here to the front end and reload. And as you can see, I can now see my single product layout. This is how it looks like, very bright, a lot of different colors in here. Very exciting layout. And yeah, that's how it looks like. All right, I can toggle here, I can set my rating, I can put in some content and then submit. Upsells I have here, I have my related products. Let's have a look at the product with a variant. Let's go to our shop. Variable products, I even put it here inside the title. And sorry, as you can see here, the button now, the add to cart button, or in that case select options, because it's it has variations. It's using the same WooCommerce button theme styles that we just defined inside of the builder. And here we have our variations: blue, large, and here we can see now the description, the price, and we can add it to our cart. Okay, that's it for the single product. I am going to create our product archive now. Let's have a look how it looks by default. So I can click here on categories, accessories, and you can see this is how it looks by default. I've got my accessories. I've got a category description because I filled this out manually just to demonstrate. And then here I have my products. In that case, I only have 7, so there's no pagination here. Okay, let's create that one. Go back to the builder, templates, create, and we're gonna call that one products archive. Product archive. Okay, let's just use that one. Create and edit. Now, I just want to do this real quick. We don't need any filters here on this sort of page. I'm just going to put a title and the products. Okay, container. Actually, I'm going to center that one, our category title. So I'm not going to put a container in that case. And you can do this in different ways. You can put a heading in here and work with dynamic data. What I like to do for all of my archives, I like to use the post title element. So we just click here. And the beautiful thing about that one is that I can just put my context here as well. Let's center that one. And in order to demonstrate this, I will go and populate my template with a different sort of data. So let's just remove that. I want to show, what do I want to show? I want to show a specific term, and I want to show the product category accessories, which is that one here. Let's apply, and then we're going to add our products below. Okay, now you can see what I mean. We got our context here, so if I would remove this, it would only show me my category title. If I enable the context, which I can also do for my search results, templates, it's gonna prefix that one. Okay, now I need a container because I wanna put in my products, and I'm going to increase my spacing here. Maybe I will change my query. How many do we have? 7. I mean, just to show you pagination. Products per page, 2. Layout, also only 2. Okay, widget below pagination. Save it. And reload. And you can see it's now using the template we just created in like 2 minutes. What you can do now, if you want to use different templates for different categories or taxonomies in general, so maybe your product category, all of your product categories should have a certain template layout, and then all of your product tags, those archive pages should have a different template. You can now actually do this within Bricks. And I think this is also something we added in Bricks 1.3. Let's have a look. And this is also really helpful when working with custom post types. So you don't need to select every single category or custom post type tags. You can just go here, and then we can say, let me just first open. What do we have here? Tag, test tag. Okay, so this one is using the same template. All right, because we've created a template of the product archive type. Now what I can do under conditions, I can set those to set up a more granular rendering. So I put a condition here And then I would say for my archive, categories and tags, I only want to show this template layout here for my product categories. Okay, so if we save now, and this is a category, we're gonna reload. You can see it's using the same layout. I go to my product tag here. Let's refresh. And you can see now this one is using our default WooCommerce layout and not the one that we just created manually. I'm not going to create a different one for this one. I just wanted to show you this ability here by using this all terms option that we have now inside of our template conditions. And oh yeah, the mini card up here. So you can open it like this, and then you just click outside to close it, or you want to toggle it like this. And we can style that one as well, of course. Let's go here, edit our header, and let's just maybe change our icon here. So let's just say I want to use this card icon. Okay, now that one changed. Typography, I already changed this to 30 by default. If we clear this, you see it's a little bit smaller. I mean, I can make this also bigger. That looks good. The count itself, you can hide it and show it, or maybe only show it on this breakpoint and hide it on a smaller breakpoint. You can change the typography of the count as well. Now, what I like to do for the count, just to show you how you can change that one. So right now we have like this 50% border radius. I'm going to change this to 4, and then I'm going to change the background color to our pink here. All right, so this looks a bit more friendly. You can change the height if you want to make it bigger. You can change the alignment, the precision of your card count. I'm going to keep it at the top right, but yeah, you can adjust this here as well. The subtotal by default, I think it actually doesn't show. So yeah, by default it's hidden. And for some reason it doesn't want to update, but yeah, you can move it to the right hand side. You can change text color. So I use this little bit of a grayish color here. And under card details, you can hide this one. So what I can do, if I don't want to show this mini card pop up, those details, I can just say I want to hide the card details. And then whenever you click on the mini card, it would just bring you directly to the card page. So in case you maybe have a shop just with a single product, you probably don't need this option, and you can just, jump straight to the card page. Okay, let's save it. Let's have a look what else I can show you. One thing that I haven't actually shown you is the ability to define some settings here in our bricks settings. So let's go to, this is something for later. Let's head back to our dashboard. Go to bricks, settings, and then now if you have WooCommerce enabled, you will see those different settings here. So you can disable the WooCommerce Builder altogether, so you will not see any WooCommerce related elements inside the builder, and the assets will not be loaded, etc. Now for the products, we have different sort of badges. So if something is on sale, you can add a badge to the product image, either the text, so that would just show the text sale. In my case, I want to show the percentage. And then if you have a newly added product, so let's just say a product that is less than 7 days old, you would just put in a 7 here, just to demonstrate you how this is going to look. I'm going to make sure to just put in a high number in order to bring this badge up for every product. And then on the single product page, you can also disable the product gallery zoom and also the lightbox. But I'm going to keep those active. Okay, let's save it. And let's go to our shop page. Let's refresh. So you can see right now there is no badge here. And now I have my new badge and also my discount. So those are a few settings you can specify right now. as we progress with our updates, we're definitely gonna increase the amount of settings for WooCommerce as well. Let me also show you quickly how the cart looks like. So if I go to my cart, you can see this is how it looks like by default. So I can remove products from here. I can change the quantity. I can update my cart. I can apply a coupon. I don't have any coupon, so it's going to complain. I can see cross sells down here. I can see my cart total, and then I can proceed to the checkout. Again, opportunity to enter your coupon code. This is all styled. Okay, you can see here your order details. I'm gonna make a test order, obviously. So this is just dummy data. Agree to the terms, and then we place our order. Click. Okay, now you can see here we've got our purchase confirmation, our thank you page. All of our order details are here. Different products, billing address, shipping address, and yeah, that's how it looks like. I can also show you the My Account page. So let's just open this one up. My Account. Okay, this is the dashboard. My different orders, the ones that I placed here, look like this. Downloads, in case you're selling some virtual products, they will show up here. The address, which you can also edit, the account details, and then you can also log out. So if you log out, you will see the login screen. That one's also styled for WooCommerce. And that's everything in terms of phase one, what you can do now with Bricks. So we've covered creating our shop page. We created our single product page just like that. And we also created our product archive page. And we had a look at the different template conditions for our product archives. Okay, so next one would be accessibility. Like I said, some major improvements in this department. A lot of it is semantics. A lot of it is a change and improvement for our HTML structure. So this helps assistive technology such as screen readers to better interpret your website. So you need to prepare it in a certain way, in a certain standard. And yeah, we've made some great strides, I would say, in this department. I'm not gonna, this is a topic you could probably talk about all day. We've prepared this article here, this accessibility article. Let me show you. So if you go to the Academy, or you just click this link here, brings you to this article, which explains this concept in more detail. And yeah, this is actually something I would say that makes more sense spending time on improving the accessibility of your website, especially once the WooCommerce Builder in Bricks is complete. So once we completed at least phase 2, we'll also be able to improve the accessibility for the WooCommerce store, which definitely can have an impact, a positive impact on your conversion rate. So if you're pretty new to this topic, I would say it's a good investment to familiarize yourself with it. And depending on your jurisdiction, this might actually be a legal requirement. There are laws for this as well. So yeah, definitely check this topic out. Down here, we explain some of the ways that Bricks helps to improve accessibility. There are different ARIA landmarks defined within Bricks. Also, the markup for different elements has been improved. We are using roles now. A lot of ARIA labels, titles, the links here, or you can as well set your ARIA label. Form improvements, keyboard navigation, and the skip links. That's actually something I can show you real quick. Let's go back to our home page. Is this a good example? Okay, let's just use a single product page. Okay, let's reload it. And now if I press my tab key, you can see now up here this skip to main content. So if I press enter, you can see it scrolls down. I press tab again, I can now skip to my site footer. Okay, if I press shift and tab, I can go back to the main content. Yeah, just like that. Or I press again, you can now see, we also have this little focus outline here, just so you can see where the focus is, which element has active focus. Nav menu, we can now navigate through just by using our keyboard. So now I focus on my little hamburger menu. If I press my enter, you can see this one shows up. I press tab again, brings me into my mobile menu, and then I can use my right and left arrow keys to just navigate through here. If I would have a sub menu, you can also use then your up and down keys to navigate through this. Let's go back, press enter again, and you can see I haven't moved my mouse. All of this was just by using a few keyboard strokes. And I believe, yeah, down here you can also see how this works. And also a little information down here if you have any suggestions or possible improvements, because yeah, we're definitely not an expert in this topic, I would say, yet. There's so much to learn, and this is also an ever-evolving topic, so definitely let us know. brixbuilder.io/contact, yeah, how we can improve this further. Next up on the changelog, custom attributes. This is really cool. I like this feature very much. Again, more information for custom attributes you can find in the Academy, custom attributes. And there's a new control group here, which we are going to check out. I think this is easier than going over this article. Okay, but yeah, if you want to learn more about this, how you can add custom attributes, just make sure to go over this article. You can read this in probably 5 minutes. But what it basically allows you is to improve accessibility, because you can set custom attributes on any element in Bricks. When you edit any element, you can open up this attribute control group, and then you can, like in our case here, we've set a role, we've set an area label, and you can add an unlimited number of custom attributes, like data attributes, even tooltips. There's a built-in tooltip tool inside of Bricks, which I'm going to show you now by editing our button here. Let's just head over to this site here. Okay, you can see I have my button, and if I hover over it, you can see it shows this tooltip. If I keep my mouse on it, you can see it also shows me this title tag, which I also added via custom attributes. And you can also go even more interactive and add some click events. So if I click on my button, you can see here custom attributes to the rescue. All of this I have defined in probably 20 seconds inside of Bricks. And let's have a look how this one was set up. Okay, so this is my button. In order to access the custom attributes for any element, in my case this button, I would just click on it, and then under styles we have this new control group here, and you can see through this little gray indicator that we already have some attributes defined. So we're just going to expand this control group, and you can see that I have my title here. Okay, if I open this, you can see I have set the attribute name. So in my case, that's the title. And then the value here is just a button, which is basically causing this little title that you can see below here. So if I were to remove this one, let's delete it, save it, reload. You can see it's not showing up anymore. Now to add this tooltip, this is something custom to Bricks. But like I said, what you can see here, there's a description on how you can add tooltips to any element. So you can change the position of your tooltip, yeah, and the text, of course, as well. So in my case, I have set this attribute, it's called data balloon. And then I've given it a value of custom tooltip, which shows up at the top. So you can see custom tooltip. I can change this to Hey Bricks, And then I can say I want to change my position. So I need to make sure to use this custom attributes. This is nothing standardized. This is using the Balloon CSS tooltip library, really cool tool. So this tooltip is created purely with CSS, so there's no JavaScript involved. So you can change the position. If I want to show this at the bottom, for example, I would change this to bottom. And now you can see it shows at the bottom with the text that I just specified. Now we have our click event. If you click, if you remember, it shows me this one. And all I have done is I've added this on click. So this is nothing custom to Bricks. This is a standardized way to add a click event to a link tag. And so that's the name, on click. And then I just add some JavaScript in here. So I'm just going to use the alert function and I say custom attributes to the rescue. And there are probably 10 different use cases that you can add. Like I said, you can improve accessibility. So you can add, for example, if I were to remove this, you can add a role and give this a name. You will probably not do this maybe for this button in this case because it's clear what it's about here. But maybe you would use this for I think I have an example here. Role. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong article. Okay. Here we go. That would make sense. For our container element, we would add our role. If we have two images that are considered to be a single image, then we can say we have a role and the value would be image, and then we would give it our container a aria. This should be aria, not Arial label. And then the description here, description of the overall image. So that way you can improve the accessibility of this specific container. Okay, that's everything I want to say about custom attributes. Now template shortcodes, this is really cool. Let me show you. If I go to my templates here, have a look at this column here. This is new in Bricks 1.3. So we have this shortcode column and you just decide on the template that you want to grab the shortcode for. Then you click here and now you can see it's copied to your clipboard. Then you just go inside of the builder, you paste your shortcode inside any text area, and then it's going to render this template on the front end. Better build preview, that's the last one I want to show you. Let's have a look at our archive. So obviously on the base breakpoint, the canvas fills up my entire area here. Now if I click on tablet portrait, you can now see that, well, first of all, we have this little spacing up here, but we can also specify the height. So in that case, because it's a tablet, by default, it's going to use an aspect ratio of 3:4. So this is calculated automatically. If I go to mobile landscape, it's going to use a 16:9 aspect ratio. Again, this one I can specify. If I'm going to change this to 300, press enter. It's going to reduce it actually to 320 because that's the smallest number that you are allowed to put in here. If I move to a tablet portrait, it's going to use a 9:16 aspect ratio, which again, you can customize. Instead of 800, if I say I want to have this 600 and 400, it's going to look like this. Previously, especially when you're in mobile landscape, this filled up the entire vertical space, which doesn't make much sense considering this is landscape and you're also not able to specify the height. Now you can do this. I think this is gonna improve the editing experience, especially for all of those mobile breakpoints, very much. And that's a wrap. I think we covered everything that we wanted to cover here in this release note of Bricks 1.3. Again, just to summarize, we've now got our WooCommerce Builder phase 1 completed. We created a shop page. We created a single product page. We created our product archive pages in this video with Bricks. Phase 2, cart and checkout. Phase 3, the remaining pages and some additional features. Accessibility, we had a look at. This one has received a major upgrade inside of Bricks, there's an article here in the Academy called Accessibility. And we also covered custom attributes. If you have some other use cases for those, I'm really curious to hear them as well. Feel free also to get in touch and let me know, or just share it on Facebook in our Bricks community group. And to learn more about it, again, there's this article here that you can click. Template shortcuts allow you now to copy and paste a shortcode for any of your templates, and then you can insert this specific template inside of an element, such as a text element, or maybe inside of an accordion or one of your tabs. That way you can go very granular with your layouts. The builder preview, we had a look as well with the improved aspect ratios and the ability to define the height of your device as well. But there's been, of course, many more new features, a lot of improvements as well. And of course, also we have dealt with some bug fixes here. And that's Bricks 1.3 in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like. If you love it, make sure to give our channel a subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.